7502. Welcome back to hell. Surveying on the other one. Halloween, Tuesday the 31st of October 2023 at 10:54 for the 10:58 Northern train service from Leeds. There's been announced in the last 20 minutes that the ticket offices with proposed additional hours will now have their hours slashed as part of the government's rewind. We were due to have hours open earlier on a Sunday about 8:30. That now is looking not to open until mid-afternoon. Those that were going to be de-staffed will be de-staffed anyway because of the cuts already in place. And more specifically those that are pretty much, the trains already here, a ticket booth like the one at Loughborough. You wouldn't know it was there unless you were told. That's the latest of the government's planning. It's a complete rewind, but also a massive degrade at the same time. Thanks, everybody. 15010. From Leeds. Okay, we went in 2 minutes. Let's get them back up for 10. You'll be pleased to know the train's about 4 minutes away. 11:04 for the 11:08 East Midlands Railway service from Newark, Northgate. On the relevance as Newark as a whole, having dug into the objection vote count for the closure of Newark Castle Travel Centre, it received 22 objections. It makes about £60 a day and is open at 6 days a week. So was there actually an objection there? Not really. Will it still be severely understaffed and make about 60 quid a day? Probably. Did we have any objections here? No, we did not. So here's a shortened list, and as we can see, Newark Castle's the lowest voted station with 22 objections. Skegness only 39, so is that one really used either? Mine was open about twice a week and that's it. As you could see, Lincoln Central's not on there. From what I've found going through the stats, does mean there was 0 objections whatsoever to increasing our staffing visibility and hours. Although, of course, part of the no turnaround of the government means slashing those hours back down again and dividing them by 2. And that's after you've slashed it down. Train shortly approaching. I'm 7511. Newark. So we're on platform 5B for Peterborough. Then we'll release the barriers after 4 minutes. Next train 11:22. So we can wait 2 minutes for something then. Shortly approaching 11:21 for the 11:22 Northern train service to Leeds, which is the only one. Digging further into the booking office statistics, Skegness only had 39 objections. Bear in mind that's a big seaside resort. But only 39 objections came in. Either most of Skegness is without internet, or they don't use the booking office there. Which one are you going for? Like, I showed you the list previously of how low most of the numbers were. So some stops have, I don't know, average, say 1 million passengers a year. Where's the remains of that million? If some stops, if the highest number of objections on the list that I've got is 340. Where's everybody else gone? Like this station averages about 1 million passengers a year. Objections found to the current list I've got, none at all. One 195020 195010. Pigeon just managed to escape that. Only lost about 5 feathers. Right, we've got 5 minutes to the next train. 11:25 for the 11:27 linear Azuma service to London King's Cross, and the 11:29 East Midlands Railway service from Leicester to Grimsby Town. London, which yesterday made it as far as Grantham, and that was out. They sent it empty to London. Edward 208. For London King's Cross. Just the one more to go, which is approaching now. It's only 5:07. Grimsby. Both trains there and having gone in 3 total minutes. Let's get them back up again.